here's what it looks like when I get started today. So my goal is to get anywhere where it's bare metal, get that covered with the 1.5" closed cell foam insulation board. I go all the way around. I'm not going to attempt this part yet because it means I have to get on the ladder and there's no one here to help me. And I told my wife I would not do it. So that's my plan for today. And currently, I believe it's about 100 degrees here in the inside. This is on the metal. 104 there. Let's try what it says on the little insulation piece. Wow, that one said 106. Let's try that again. 106. No difference on this side. Of course, nothing else is closed off. Try it on this side over here, which more of it is closed off. $103. And if we look, let's say down here in the middle on the insulation, wow, 107. I checked that earlier and it was lower. Not sure what's going on. Should be less. So this is my work area for the day. I've got 2 Harbor Freight sawhorses. There, apply with our OSB on top, give it a little strength. I will grab a sheet of the insulation board. I'm gonna lay it on top of this. And then I will use this straight edge, clamp it to the foam board, and then I'll use a circular saw to cut it to length. Messed up again. Forgot to add the inch for the width of the saw blade. Saw. I'm cutting it. And, more was the section I'm doing is 20, so I need to make this 21. Under here, see that little rubber thing that holds it in place. Down at this end, there's a little clamp that squeezes to lock it in place. And if you look at the board, so this is 1 inch further. This is where I need to be cut, so I have to add the extra inch so my saw cut in the right spot. I really should have glasses today, but I think I have enough. You know what? Let's put sunglasses It works really good. It makes it look like snow, but it doesn't tear up the board, and it's a lot easier than the other method. I'll try to get all the static on it. Nice clean cut. I forgot to connect the link. This is the fun part. I gotta bend it. Really don't want to press that on that too. Didn't place it enough the last time we do it. Would have worked. This way I did. Okay, nice tight fit. Now just 50 more. right here, you had spray foam. I need to cut it out so I can get that board rest way over, get tighter fit. By the way, I found my glasses. So I actually rearranged the gate the last time I was here and closed up the fencing. It's still not fastened, but at least standing up straight most of the place, so Jasper can now run free, even though he hasn't quite figured it out yet. These areas right here, once we get all this in place, we're gonna do the great stuff. Spray foam, fill all this, make it airtight. That's the whole thing. This has to be airtight, or otherwise we'll get moisture buildup. And then it'll sweat when we have cold air or hot air in the wintertime, condensating off the metal. You would think that I could cut a whole bunch of them at the same time, but every one of them is slightly different. Measure every single one. Switch to cutting the silver side on the top because that's the side that's coming out. And problem having, it's really a problem, when I cut it, all the static electricity makes all the foam stick to it. I'd rather stick it on the outside versus on the other side, because we clean this off after the time. Can't really do it on the other side. I made it too tight. I didn't release the handle all the way. Come down. The other thing, when you mark it, the extra inch I'm adding to it because the blade to here is 1 inch on this side. I have made the mistake and put it on this side and then cut it from the wrong end and made it that wide, messed it up. Make sure you know the direction you're going with it. See all that stuff that's on there. As you can see on this part, right here, I've got spray foam on there too, so I need to clean that off real quick. And there's also a screw here, I need to take that out. Of course, I think my drill is still in the truck. Pretty cloudy, so I figured I better get out here and mow it before it rains. This push mower looks much better. Yeah, I need to get that DR trimmer figured out. The first one actually ran better, but it eventually started doing the same thing. Kept choking out, then it wouldn't start anymore. This one starts easy. Just when it's unloaded, it won't give gas. So I checked the filter, it looks good. Fuel filter. Tank looks like it might have some dirt in it, so maybe that's what it is. Okay, here's the latest. So I've got this section done. Got this section done. Well, I didn't get the small piece. I'm just doing the main section right now. Then I quit, mowed the yard for a while before the rain came. And now I've started on the east wall. I had to take this little shelf we had, take that apart so I can continue. So I still have probably about about 35 feet left on this wall. And then got 8 feet there, 8 feet there, so 8, 10, probably not 20, 25 feet on that end. So not too awful. Okay, here's the latest progress. Got it all done down to there. So I've got 2.5 sections there. It's about 20 feet. That's 6 feet there. And about 10 feet there. So I'm getting close. Oh, I forgot. I got this end to do as well. I just gotta move stuff out of the way, but shouldn't take too long. But it's so hot, it's like 100 degrees in here. It's draining my batteries, running the fan and the lights and the refrigerator, so I'm stopping for the day. Okay, gotta cut out more of the foam right here. Part of the problem is moving everything around. Okay, we're good on that. Okay, trying to fit this one in. I cut this groove to go around that beam. It's not going to work. It won't get the board in there. Cut this off and put it in there first. Too short there. Push in there. It's better to get it. I'll put it here. Right there. Right there. It's the problem. I have to tuck that underneath that board, so I've got to flex this board enough to get it in there. That's challenging. No, that's not gonna work today. Just realized there's another board halfway up. Cut out another piece. If I didn't mention, it's about 102 inside today. Stung by a wasp. Man, that hurt. Right under the watch. Those wasps like to make nests all up in here. I don't see it today, but I removed it several times. I see it. Let's see if at the top. Okay guys, I'm calling it quits for the day. Got all this done. All the way down. I still have that corner there to finish. That wall there. But I said it's like 102 degrees in here today. Got all this done. Hot. I'm having a tough time and the dog is struggling too, so we're going to call it quits.